sports fans. Crater Nation and Crater Athletics would like to welcome you to Crater High School to this contest between your Eugene Islanders and your Crater Comets. We'd like to start this event with a message on behalf of the OSAA. Each of us is here to either compete in the sporting event or to support those who are. An event in which the rules apply equally to everyone, designed to ensure fair competition, encourage sportsmanship, and bring out the best in each participant. On the court, the officials enforce those rules and assess the appropriate penalty when they are broken. As fans, friends, parents, and members of the Crater Nation, we now have our own set of rules designed to ensure and encourage an atmosphere of safety, tolerance, acceptance, and respect for all of us. We call it being a star, and it means not threatening or ridiculing anyone in attendance based on their race, gender, age, color, national origin, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion. Violation of these rules will result in appropriate penalties, including potential ejection from which all future interclass students. Let's all make an effort to bring out the best in the students we're here to support and in ourselves, because greatness is hatred. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Table Rock Sports. Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster here for a tip of Midwestern League action. The Comets versus the Highlanders. The first shot by the Comets. That's Ben Higginson back from being off for 2 games. Drains the 3. Glad to have you here with us tonight on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week here in Central Point, Oregon.
These two teams met, Jeff, last at North Eugene on January 10th. And that was a nail-biter. North Eugene squeaked that game out 55-54. So we've got two pretty evenly matched teams here between the Highlanders and the Comets. Comets, frankly, Jeff, are in need of a win. Both these teams are kind of sitting in the middle of the Midwestern League. And the Comets need a win to keep their playoff and further dreams alive.
First possession for North Eugene, a miss by Jordan Gray. He's a junior at 6'3". Another three-pointer here for the Highlanders comes off the back iron, and that's by starter number 4, Ireland. Into the lane here is Elijah Bryant. He'll get back into Higgins, and now the freshman Smith, the starter. An underclassman and a starter for the Comets as well as Malachi Barlow wearing number 22, a sophomore. Higgins gets it underneath Eli Brand, up and in for an easy 2. Assist, Higginson. Field goal, Bryant. Another nice crowd on hand here. Here we find ourselves again on a Friday night, Jason. I think this is a couple in a row.
It is, and a couple, like you say, Jeff, with a big crowd on hand. The girls' game just before this, the Crater girls handled the North Eugene Highlander girls 71-31, I believe was the final score to that. But there's been a good crowd on hand all night after really a snowy week in Southern Oregon.
A lot of disruptions for both teams. The Crater Comets were to travel to the Ashland Grizzlies on Tuesday, but like Jason said, that didn't happen due to the snow, and Eli Bryant with his second field goal. Coach Blake Gee in his 6th year says, I need a timeout. We'll do the same here on Table Rock Sports. 7-0, Comets.
I like most about working at the Ashland Food Co-op is that it's a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. I play a lot of musical instruments. I bought my own tuba when I started working at the co-op. Sometimes I'll bring it into work to play for like my coworkers and the customers. When I bring my tuba onto the bus with me, it definitely gets a lot of heads turned and people will ask me, what's that thing? Why is it so big? RVTD is moving our community forward.
Don't miss the Start Something New sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator.
And welcome back here to action. That's going to be a foul on the Comets as we come out of that timeout by Coach Blake Gee. Again, in his 6th year here with the Highlanders, has had a successful tenure for the Highlanders. Last year took them to the state tournament, Jason. They won that home playoff game against the Silverton Foxes. And then they went to Linfield College, and they played 2. They lost both to Putman, 57-61, and then to Redmond, 58-68. They had that tenured team. So a little bit of a remake here with some new players, some nice young talent for Coach Blake Gee.
I agree with you, though, Jeff. I think Coach Gee has really done a nice job kind of getting this program on its feet. You know, it wasn't that many years ago that the Highlanders just kind of consistently saw themselves at the bottom of not only the Midwestern League, but 5A classification. And now they're just in contention. So it's good to see.
Bryant works his way in the middle. Here's the sophomore and Barlow, a little floater off the back iron. Big rebound by Grant.
Some offensive boards from the Comets, huh?
Second three-pointer for senior Higginson. That's all set up by the junior. Julian Grant got the offensive board and kicked it out to his running mate in Higginson. 10-1 Comets.
And then the, let's see.
Jordan Gray.
Jordan Gray, yes, broke the ice on the field goals for the Highlanders.
Nice little floater in the lane. Here's Barlow to the freshman Smith. He had a nice game last game for the Comets against the Millers of Springfield.
Yeah, he shot lights out.
Long pass from Bryant over to Higginson, and he'll drive this time, but off the Highlanders, and Comets take possession under the hoop. Here's the first substitution for the Highlanders. That's number 12, Damian Keith. Jason, he's a 6'4" freshman.
Wow.
Coming in.
Well, the Highlanders, they've got some height on their team, Jeff. Number 1, Zach Fisher's listed at 6'6", and he's all of that. So they can get in the paint. They should be okay. Jordan Gray with his second bucket.
Julian Grant bothered and pestered by Ireland. Now Barlow here right in front of the Highlander bench. Dribble penetrates, stop out to Higginson. He's hit 2. Back out, and that's a turnover into the hands of Gray. Good defense.
Gray called with steps.
Still all the starters on the floor for Coach Brian Scott and the Crater Comets. Barlow again in front of the Highlander bench. Works far side. This is Eli Bryant, the senior at 6'5", a blocking foul on number 14. That's Jaden Robinson, a 6'3" junior, I believe his first of the night. (10-5) here, early action. 3 minutes to go, first quarter.
Really nice take from Eli Bryant. Malachi Barlow with the defense, the steal to Julian Grant. Up and in for Julian. Quick buckets from the Comets.
Good steal on the defensive end for Barlow. Gets his running mate in Grant. Another field goal. 14-5 here, a quick spurt by the Comets. 2:40 left first quarter. Ball's knocked out of the hands of the talented Zach Fisher. Again, a 6'6" junior going up against the senior and Eli Bryant.
I like the Bryant is really trying to get downhill going to the basket, Jeff. That's when he's at his best. If he starts settling for those outside shots, especially early on, I think he gets himself warmed up by getting to the bucket and then maybe getting some jump shots, some threes, and so on. Looks like we got a timeout on the court.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants.
Into action here as the Highlanders miss a field goal shot by Jordan Gray. Ends up long and out of bounds. 14-5, 2:22 left here first quarter. Bryant here into the corner. Here's Barlow, who's been quiet on the offensive front the last couple games, but good defense. Harris breaks the press, and he's got Higginson guarding him. Robinson-Gray has a nice look, a little weave play for Coach Blake Gee, brought down by the sophomore Barlow now. Turnover by the Comets into the hands here of Harris. And the Highlanders are on the run. A lot of contact there, Jason, but Gray gets that to go.
Julian Grant was looking to put Grant Harris in the spin cycle, and Harris has apparently been watching film because he went right to where Grant was going to spin to and left him with really no options.
14-7 now. 1:30 left first quarter. Harris drives out to Robinson. Fisher over to Gray.
Gray's got the green light, Jeff.
Offensive.
He's taken by far the majority of the shots for the Highlanders.
Beautiful block by Harris.
It sure was. That's twice in transition Harris has gotten the better of Grant. The last time down was on Grant's attempted spin move, and on this one he kind of came up behind him and just read it perfectly.
The Highlanders, of course, in their traditional red uniforms, trimmed in gold tonight. As that's a great sign as Zach Fisher hits his first field goal, a three-pointer at that, and draws it to 14-10. It's always nice to see a left-hander shoot the basketball.
Indeed.
We have 15 left on the shot clock, 28 on the game clock as Grant works his way to his left. Now back to the right. A long shot by Higginson off the back iron, brought down by Harris. Harris now on the move. One shot, says Coach Blake Gee, gives instructions to Harris, this sophomore at 5'11". There it is, a beautiful shot for Zach Fisher. The junior nails that and draws our score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Crater Comets 14, North Eugene Highlanders 12. We'll be right back here on Table Rock Sport.
Verse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Really nice first quarter of high school basketball. 14-12 Midwestern League action. Highlanders come in at 4-3 in the league. They're 11-8 overall. They're the number 11 ranked team in the state as freshman Smith for the Comets comes up a bit short on his first field goal attempt.
Yeah, the Comets kind of jumped out to a quick lead there in that first quarter, Jeff, and the Highlanders kept their cool, worked their way back into it, didn't get anxious, didn't get excited, and closed out the quarter nicely.
Fisher over to Ireland in the corner, 9 left on the shot clock. Fisher says, I hit my last 2, let's make it 3.
I'm thinking Comets don't want to let that guy keep shooting that shot from that spot.
3 in a row from that spot. Grant drives. He'll kick it in the corner here. Barlow. The sophomore Malachi Barlow says, I can do you one better. Nails a 3 for the Comets. 17-15 now. Harris with a jab step to his right. He drives in and misses the left-handed lay-in and a over-the-back foul on Mr. Gray. And that is his first foul here with 6:48 left in the second quarter. That's going to be Mr. Gray's second foul within, 15 seconds, and he's having a serious conversation with his coach.
He immediately implored his coach not to sub him out. That foul didn't even get reported, Jeff. He was barely off the ground, and Jordan Gray's like, Coach, leave me in. I won't pick up my third, I promise.
We've seen that before at the high school level. So,
Coach says, I know you won't pick up your third, not where I'm putting you.
All right, so Jordan Gray takes a seat. And Robinson back in for the Highlanders. Rodriguez is in for the Comets. 6:16 left here, second quarter.
Comets showing the Highlanders really aggressive defense. Barlow's going to, nice pass from Barlow to Rodriguez. Rodriguez couldn't finish, but he got the foul.
That foul's going to be on Jaden Robinson, the 6'3" junior wearing number 14. Didn't love the call, but Rodriguez did. Nice pass there by Barlow. A couple free throws here for the Comets. Up and in for one. We'd like to thank Rory Wold, State Farm Insurance. He's protecting your dreams in Oregon for over 30 years like a good neighbor. Rory Wold, State Farm Insurance. Battle for the board comes in the hands of Fisher. 1 of 2 for the senior Rodriguez. Miss by the Highlanders, brought down by Grant. He's played the whole game thus far. Barlow as well into the corner. That's Higginson. Jason, that's the third three-pointer.
Third three. Higginson and Zach Fisher on North Eugene each have 3 trays. Very nice take from Damari Ireland. Just a sophomore, Ireland is.
Young team for Coach Blake G.
Sure is. Rodriguez with the offensive board for the Comets off of Barlow's miss from the corner.
It's been Higginson here with the ball the first half with 3 threes. Grant with some nice distribution. Here's Higginson, a little short, but a nice rebound by Julian Grant.
Julian Grant went all the way up after that one.
Climbs the ladder with one hand on the fender for the Highlanders and one hand on the leather and kisses it in. That's going to be a player control, and the second foul on Jaden Robinson.
Julian Grant getting it done at both ends for the Comets, picking up the offensive foul on the defensive side and the huge offensive rebound and tap back.
So there's a little, in basketball, right? So you've got Grant, who's now engaged clearly on both ends, and let's see if he touches leather on this possession.
Yep, that's exactly right, Jeff. He's feeling engaged. He's maybe getting hot, and if I'm the Comets, I want him to see the ball.
We'll see if Coach Brian Scott and the rest of the Comet players recognize that. They do. Bryant gives it to him. Won't clear out, though. double team down on the baseline. Higginson says, I'm 3 of 4.
Yep.
And has a good look. Rebound by the Highlanders. Ireland's going to back this out. The Comets still in a man-to-man this evening. 3:40 left, second quarter. A high arcing shot for Robinson. Bryant comes down and goes to the ground, and that's a travel.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he hit another
not sure
foot.
what happened there. If he landed on a foot or, I thought there was going to be a foul called on that. Just surprised me.
Coach Scott is pleading his case, not going to get it, but guess who's back into the game? That's Jordan Gray with 2 fouls. He has the ball right now. Around his back, between his legs. He'll give it back to his running mate and Fisher. Back to Gray. Good.
Gray started where he left off, Jeff. Like I said, he has permission from Coach Gee to take his shots, and for good reason.
It's just simple 3-man basketball, little triangle action there if you would. Nice pass into Barlow by Higginson. Can't get it to go. Brought down by the freshman, Damien Keith. Ireland got the ball in front of the Crater Comet student section and had a toe out of bounds.
Just tiptoeing along the sideline like a receiver in football there, Jeff. Still questioning the call.
Tremaine Smith out of the game for the first time tonight. In is another freshman for Brian Scott. Number 1, that's L.J. Leland.
Leland also had a really nice game last Friday. Shot very well. He and Trey Smith both.
Brian can't get that to go. Here's a shot by Fisher.
6'6" Zach Fisher is 4 for 4 from three-point land.
Smooth looking lefty. Just kind of an easy shot.
Yeah.
And when we say engage, that's the guy that you'd want to touch the rock on the offensive end for sure. High shooting percentage for him tonight.
Yeah, and interestingly, all from deep.
Yeah.
I would have thought that Mr. Fisher would want to get much closer to the basket, but he's comfortable out there.
Foul on Keith, his first. Comets are in the bonus here the rest of the way. No fouls on the Comets here this quarter, all on the Highlanders. Sharpshooter in Leland nails 2, 25-23 with 2:22 left here, second quarter. Gray's going to go in with that floater off the back iron. Higginson way up to Malachi Barlow. Let's see what he does with it. He's going to pull it back out to Higginson. Barlow in the corner. Now Bryant. Asks for the screen, gets it, works his way to the left, and that's going to be the third foul, Jason, on Jaden Robinson, the junior.
I think Coach Gee's got a choice to make. He's explaining to the official that he didn't believe that was a foul, but he's got to. Does he keep Robinson in? I think the answer is no. Now with 2 minutes left in the first half and 3 fouls.
Bryant hard off the back iron. We want to say thanks to Lippert's Carpet, 1, for supporting our live streams. 2, Giant Warehouses, design help and certified flooring installers. Lippert's Carpet 1, Medford, and Grants Pass. 2 for Eli Bryant, and Fisher snares the rebound. 25-23 Comets. 2 minutes left here, second quarter. Harris back into the game for Robinson. Comets come out now in a 2-3 zone. Mixing it up is Coach Brian Scott.
Good active hands there from Barlow, staying in the passing lane, interrupting the flow.
.12 on the shot clock. Harris way to his left as the Comets now in man-to-man, guarded by Leland. Floater by Gray. Can't get it to go. He gets his own rebound up and in. 25 all.
Jordan Gray and Zach Fisher keeping these Highlanders alive, Jeff.
Ireland steals it away from Leland, but they call it travel. I'm not sure. He had both feet down. His knee also came down, but still.
I think because he lifted his knee up.
3 points of contact, and
3
maybe
points of contact, and his knee comes up. I think that's the call, Jeff. Don't quote me on it, but he had both feet on the floor and knee down, and then he brought his knee up off the ground.
LJ Leland with a nice drive to the left and shot with the right, and the freshman has 4 points. Minute left here. We want to welcome all of our Eugene viewers, friends, families, relatives, neighbors, whatnot. We've got Midwestern League action here in Central Blank. We're glad that you're with us. Big rebound by Eli Bryant and a miss by Fisher here. 45 seconds left to go. Comets are on the move.
Eli trying to get to the basket, goes baseline, spins back to the middle, and just kind of drug his pivot foot on that one, Jeff.
No matter how you dice it and slice it, that's a turnover on the Comets with 33 seconds left here in the first half. Comets again in that zone. Grant to Fisher. Fisher to Keith. Long cross court to Ireland. Back. Tipped away by Barlow with 20 seconds left. Can't get control of it. Now he does, and he'll lay it up and in for 2. A big 2 points at that for Barlow.
Got control just in time as Harris was giving chase.
Boy, we all kind of held our breath there on what that call was going to be. It could have went either way because Gray has 2, and I kind of thought that Bryant was in good position, but the referee took his own sweet time, which good referees do, and they said, that's a blocking foul, and we're going to go second foul against Eli Bryant.
Yep.
Boy, that sure can change the complexity of this game. One call, one whistle.
Certainly can. Yep, because Jordan Gray definitely promised Coach Gee he would not pick up his 3rd before the end of this half.
And he's going to hold that promise as he's substituted out into the game as number 10. That's Dallin Morgan, another junior for the Highlanders. 4.6 seconds left here. 2-point lead for the Comets as we near half. And the freshman Keith almost gets that to go. Coach Blake Gee is talking and pleading for a foul. And I don't know that he's going to get it. The referees are going to confer here. We'll stick right here while they decide. Comets head into the tunnel to converse with Coach Brian Scott, and the referees are near midcourt here. And it looks like Keith might be heading to the free throw line.
Did you hear a whistle before the horn? Okay.
Did not.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be surprised, but I've seen stranger things. It's quiet again. Coach Scott is not going to stick around to find out what happens.
I'm not quite sure what they could be chatting about this long. It's either the whistle blew before the buzzer or it didn't. And they say that it did, and they're going to honor 3 free throws for Damian Keith.
Coach Scott might go into the locker room thinking they're ahead by 2 and might come out of the locker room at half, Jeff, finding out that the Comets are actually behind by 1.
Costly turnover,
Indeed. We'll see how freshman Keith handles this kind of pressure. No sweat.
What pressure?
Yeah. Coach Scott just walked out. He's like, what's going on?
Keith with his second of 3. So with 4 seconds left, the Comets passed it in. It went off the hands of Barlow. And 3 free throws. And just like that, the Highlanders take a lead into halftime at 30-29 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages here at Table Rock Sports.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Stretch their budget this January? That's pretty much all of us. That's why Abby's is offering this giant pizza that can feed up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 hungry people for less than $27. Now, that's an Abby's budget stretching deal. Worried about a no-fun January? Not at Abby's. Dine on our Bacon Cheddar Special. It's delicious and loaded with toppings and real cheese. Plus, it's on sale, and the kids can play some video games. Enjoy fun January at your local Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Carpet One has been serving Southern Oregon for 68 years.
And it's time to celebrate during our 68th anniversary sale.
Save on Southern Oregon's largest inventory of hardwood, waterproof flooring, carpet, laminate, and tile.
Plush carpet just $268 a square foot.
Laminate $168 a square foot.
Waterproof plank an incredible 68 cents a square foot.
Plus pay no interest for 12 full months. During the 68th anniversary sale at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
Don't miss the Start Something New sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Things I like most about working at the Ashland Food Co-op is that it's a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. I play a lot of musical instruments. I bought my own tuba when I started working at the co-op. Sometimes I'll bring it into work to play for like my coworkers and the customers. When I bring my tuba onto the bus with me, it definitely gets a lot of heads turned and people will ask me, what's that thing? Why is it so big? RVTD is moving our community forward.
Don't miss the Start Something New sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it! Oh! Ah! Come on, ref! Open your eyes! Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherm's, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherm's Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning.
And welcome back here after halftime, start of the third quarter. Glad to have you with us, Jeff Lang and Jason Brewster here in Central Point, Oregon. We got a doozy. Comets find themselves trailing by 1 after 3 free throws with no time on the clock as the second quarter expired. Here's Bryant with, I don't even know, that's bigger than a Euro step. That's a continent step. I don't know.
Call it an Asian step.
Yeah, there you go.
That was huge.
Wow.
So, Jeff, the Comets led the entire first half during regulation.
16 minutes straight.
16 minutes straight, the Comets led. And freshman Damon Keith nailed 3 free throws after time had expired to put the Highlanders up 30-29. Bryant not able to knot it up on his first free throw.
The senior's 1 of 4 at the line tonight. And he knots it at 30 early in the third quarter.
7 points for Bryant. Ben Higginson leads the Comets with 9. That's 3 threes. Nice block from Bryant. Bryant is engaged, Jeff. You said it right. Seems like he's on a pogo stick out there.
Keith had a nice look for about a 12-foot jump shot. And again, he's 6'6", junior. Bryant went up with him, the 6'5" leaper here. And blocked it cleanly, snared the rebound, then took it another 40 feet down the court, gets fouled, and here we're back at the free throw line. Up and in on the first.
Not a lot of arch on Eli Bryant's free throw. I'm no shot doctor, but I would encourage him to put just a little bit more on it. Give that ball just a little better chance. Well, maybe I shouldn't be advising him at all. It's 2 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line for Eli Bryant.
Yeah, 3 of 6 for the night at the charity line for Bryant. 32-30 here. 7 minutes to go. Here's Ireland from the elbow. Gets it back. 5-foot jumper. Can't get it. Battle for the rebound brought down by Grant. Nearly a foul by Gray. He's everywhere. Barlow now with an open lane in the middle. Kicks it to Higginson. Higginson with an open 3. Comes off with nothing. And there's 2 for Smith. His first 2 of the night. Fortuitous bounce. Comets back in that first quarter started with I think it was a 10-1 lead, Jason.
Yes.
The Highlanders just chipped their way back. And here's Gray with his first field goal of the second half. 34-32 Comets. Back and forth we go.
Wow, and Eli Bryant is just feeling it tonight, Jeff.
Deep shot by Bryant. Again, not a lot of arch, but
nope.
Right distance, right direction. It doesn't need arch.
Apparently not.
Gray, really nice move.
Boy, Gray is tough, Jeff. I mean, he is a tough matchup.
Maybe the only way to stop him is to have him stop himself, i.e. those fouls. Here's Bryant, heat check. It is indeed. He finds himself on the ground, tipped away. Here's Keith, the freshman. Nice pass over to Ireland. That's going to be the third foul on Eli Bryant.
So I like Bryant's energy, Jeff, but he's also got to learn to play within himself. He needs to make sure that he understands how important it is for him to be able to stay on the court.
We'll see how long Coach Brian Scott goes here. 5:39, third quarter. Bryant with his third foul. Ireland up and in with his first.
Well, I guess that's our answer. LJ Leland just checked in for Bryant.
Before or after the game, it's a great time to visit Dutch Brothers and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities that they serve and support our kids. Local efforts to help others, that is Dutch Brothers.
And again, Jeff, we got ourselves a ball game. Comets 37, Highlanders 36. And the Highlanders are really applying that pressure. Settled into kind of a 2-3 zone against the Comets. Nice pass from Higginson to Grant.
Well, I hadn't seen that ball movement a lot, especially using that short corner there.
Yep.
Beautiful pass and play for the Comets.
Nice.
Higginson to Grant.
Nice roll from Grant. Higginson found him just the right time.
I thought he's in a little trouble there, baseline double team. Tapped away by Grant, right into the hands of Gray, and he's going to go into the lane and off the back iron.
Oh, LJ Leland just dribbled the ball a little too high. Got a traveling call on that carry. Trying to dribble himself out of trouble as the pressure was being applied again.
Comets out on the break after a miss there from Dallin Morgan on the three. Leland, freshman to freshman, over to Smith. He's bottled up by Ireland, and that's going to be a foul.
Similar to the first half, Jeff, the Highlanders are picking up fouls exponentially more than the Comets. Grant gets the ball inside, and as if to emphasize my point, Ireland picks up another foul back-to-back. 2 fouls on Ireland. That's 4 team fouls on the Highlanders in the first 4 minutes of this quarter.
Off to the left for Grant. One to two for Grant. Brings it to 40-36 here. 4:10 left third quarter.
Nice shot there from Ireland. Ireland again, he is active as Jordan Gray intercepted Grant's pass, passed it ahead to Ireland. Ireland with the layup. And that puts the Highlanders up by 1, but Ben Higginson's point inside from Grant puts the Comets up 42-41.
Back and forth we go. The ball's seeing a lot of net here on the last 3-4 possessions. Ireland a part of that. Harris a part of that. Higginson a part of it. 43-42 favor of the Highlanders. North Eugene High School, Jason, started in 1957.
57?
57. Student population of 1,071.
Okay. So that's just maybe a little bit smaller than Crater, right?
That's correct. Barlow has it tapped away by Ireland. He'll release. Smith is on the chase, and he's going to block that off the backboard, but into the hands of number 10. That's Dallin Morgan on the trail, but a nice block for Smith. Excited the crowd for a moment.
Great chase down from Smith.
Morgan to Harris. Harris to Fisher. Knocked away. Now way up to Malachi Barlow. Neither team can get control. Brian Scott wants some control. He'll take it. John Hill Scott's scoreboard reads the Comets 44 and the Highlanders 45.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Welcome back here to Crater High School. Timeout by Coach Brian Scott with 2:39 left in the third quarter. Just kind of reset things. A lot of scoring here in the third quarter. Maybe trying to set his defense, Jason, to put a plug in this Highlander offense.
Nope. Well, and this is where the offense starts with Jordan Gray.
Gray dishes to Ireland here in the corner. He's a bit long. Battle for the rebound between two freshmen, Keith and Leland. Knocked out of bounds, favor of the Highlanders. That's really good defense by the freshman Smith.
Just such good recognition, Jeff. You know, when Ireland turned his back on Smith, that's when Smith gave chase. And then Ireland turns back and he had his hand already in the passing lane. That's just stuff, you know, that good defenders do, little things like that.
If I'm a coach, I turn him loose on some of those doubles like that. Kind of see what happens.
Let him take some chances, right?
All right. Smart enough player and quick enough where he can recover.
Well, I like Jordan Gray. A lot to like about Jordan Gray.
Field goal for Gray. 47-44. Barlow, he's going to be blocked by Keith. Keith retains now to Ireland. Ireland, here's Keith with the open three-pointer. Freshman can't get it to go. Rebound by Higginson. A good look for the freshman after the block. Foul on the floor. That's going to be on Damon Keith as Grant was trying to drive baseline. 1:22 left here, third quarter, as Fisher checks back in for Keith. He does have 4 personal fouls. So if you're the Crater coach and you know the scorers here for the Highlanders specifically have been Gray, and now Fisher's back on, is there a type of defense? Is there a focus that you put on to try to get the ball out of their hands, Jason? What are you looking at?
Well, you know, historically, I mean, we've seen Malachi Barlow play very good man-to-man defense, and I think Coach Scott's idea was to put him on Gray, but Jordan Gray has been able to score, maybe not with ease necessarily against Barlow, but I think I got to give Jordan Gray a different look. Maybe throw a little bit more of that. You know, the Comets were running that zone, that 2-3 zone that they turned into a man-to-man after about the 15-second mark as Higginson hits his 4th third. So I think Coach Scott should throw something maybe a little bit different at Jordan Gray. And then with the zone, you got to just stay home on Zach Fisher.
Okay. We'll look for that here as we end the third quarter, just 35 seconds left.
Well, it looks like they are in the 2-3 right now.
They bottle up Gray on the baseline. He's double teamed. He's going to make a poor pass, but that's saved by Ireland. But a kicking by Ireland. I don't know if he kicked the ball. He must have kicked the ball.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I didn't see the kick necessarily. I thought maybe he was calling it out of bounds that he stepped out, but he definitely, the official motioned as if he kicked it.
Shot clock's off here, 20 seconds left, fourth quarter. A lot of pressure that Ireland's putting on Grant. Leland, the freshman, comes and gives a relief valve, now asking for a screen on Ireland. Grant drives with 10 seconds. He's going to make a pass that's going to go out of bounds, tipped away by Robinson, 6.8 on the clock. Coach Brian Scott shouting instructions for an inbound play. Leland curls, Higginson curls and kicks, and he's got to look. Leland's got to look. Tipped away by Gray with 3. He's going to go in now, and
Gray hurt himself.
He may have hurt himself, but he certainly converted on the 2-point shot, Jason. We've got a barn burner here at Donnybrook, if you will. It's 49-all at Crater High School here on a Friday night. Come back and join us on Table Rock Sports. We'll be right back.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherm's, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherm's Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
And welcome back here, fourth quarter. Great high school basketball at Crater High School here. Thanks for joining us on Table Rock Sports. Knotted at 49-all Midwestern League action, 5A level. Comets take possession here to start the fourth. Highlanders in a man-to-man. Higginson with a long look for 3. It rims out. A battle for the rebound. And the referee doesn't have the patience to let that one go, and he'll call a jump ball. That was up there for a while.
Needed another moment.
Grant eventually won the battle, but not before the whistle blew. Possession Highlanders. Comets coming out in that 2-3 zone. Harris with it. Fisher with it. He'll take the shot. Long into the hands of Grant.
Yeah, I like the Comets mixing up the defense a little bit, but again, they got to stay focused on Jordan Gray.
Ben Higginson with the assist to the rolling Jacoby Cole, and the Kareem skyhook, if you will, off the glass for Cole. Nice contribution from the senior in Cole, number 33. Here's Ireland with an open 3, nails it. 52-51. 7 left here, fourth quarter. Grant, Bryant, Barlow now, guarded by Harris, works his way to the elbow. He's asking for some help. Grant will give it to him. Right in front of the Comet bench. Good defense by Ireland, but who gets it? Higginson with an open look. Battle for the board and too many hands on the Fisher.
Zach Fisher with a big boy rebound there. That was an important possession for the Comets. Higginson's been shooting really nicely. He's got 4 threes on the night. That one was just shy.
Coach Scott shouts out the defensive instructions. 6.5 left here, fourth quarter. Harris to Fisher, goes high point to Robinson. Ireland with the open look. He just hit one and he hits another.
Ireland is feeling it, Jeff. He's feeling it.
Makes him pay for that zone. Here's Barlow. He's bothered by Fisher and Coach Brian Scott. The coaches can call timeout here at the high school level.
Indeed they can. He just proved it.
And he bails out Barlow, who did go to the ground. We'll be right back here, 55-51 in favor of the Highlanders.
Stretch their budget this January? That's pretty much all of us. That's why Abby's is offering this giant pizza that can feed up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 hungry people for less than $27. Now, that's an Abby's budget stretching deal. Worried about a no-fun January? Not at Abby's. Dine on our Bacon Cheddar Special. It's delicious and loaded with toppings and real cheese. Plus, it's on sale, and the kids can play some video games. Enjoy fun January at your local Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance.com.
Welcome back here after that 30-second timeout. Coach Brian Scott had called 55-51. Inbounds play to Bryant. He's picked up by Robinson. An errant pass by Bryant on the cutting Smith underneath. You can't really blame that on the young freshman. Really.
No, that was a bullet, and he was not expecting it, and he just had to thread the needle for that.
Tough turnover here in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. 1 foul on the Comets, none on the Highlanders here in the fourth quarter. Ireland with another clean
look.
Don't
let that guy shoot. How is Ireland finding himself so wide open, Jeff, after just ripping the Comets in that last 3 minutes?
Comets now back in the man-to-man after Ireland's 2 threes. Ireland gets his man in the air, drives to the lane, comes up really short on the shot, but Grant trailing across with his body. Gets too much body, says the referee, on Ireland. A couple free throws. Ouch.
Yep. You know, that's a tough guard, Jeff. When Ireland knocks down a couple threes like that, it forces you defensively to come out a little bit on him. And he's quick, and he can handle the ball, get to the hoop like that. That's a tough assignment for Grant. There's some perspiration on the floor. Everybody's getting in on it now.
Free throw shooters even coming down.
Yeah, why not?
Ireland, we haven't said his first name. That's Damari.
Yeah.
He's having a nice fourth quarter here. Up and in with his first free throw. And another for Damari Ireland. 57-51. Comets in danger here of losing touch. 5:20 left, fourth quarter. Grant with a fake. Throws it up, rebounded by Harris. Highlanders now on the run, and here's Gray. Boy, he's blocked once, blocked twice, gets his own rebound up and in for 2. An emphatic shout by Gray. Comets a little bit losing composure, but the senior Higginson says, hey,
everybody just calm down.
All right.
There's a lot of time left,
5
Jeff.
minutes.
Yep.
It's an eternity in high school basketball.
Absolutely.
59-53. In favor of the Highlanders. Here's Gray, has an open lane. Comes off, rebounded by Bryant.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to watch that one over, Jeff. It looked like a no call. And then after Ben Higginson got up, there was a foul called on him. And I'm not sure if something happened between when he was on the ground and when he got up, like if he tried to trip him, or I didn't see it. So I'll watch that one later.
I'm at a loss for it as well. Referees are going to chat. I think they're at a loss too, Jason. So let's get together and fill us in on what you called and whose ball is it.
Okay. He says, never mind. So, yeah, I mean, it was a good no call. No block, no charge. And then after the play was over, it looked like he called the official called a blocking foul on Higginson. So I'm not sure what's going on. We'll get it sorted out.
Official referee hits the horn and asks for some clarification. We'd like to have some clarification up here too. So I'm not sure. The referee blew a whistle, went to the scorer's table, called something, then came back and acted like it was the Highlanders' ball. Then the two referees came and said, hey, what's going on? And they keep doing this hand gesture like they're lifting a young child. I'm not quite sure what that call is. I think
that's a football call, Jeff. I think that's the problem.
Well, Brian Scott's given a gesture of a heart or I love you. Maybe that's a play.
I think that's I love you. It's Valentine's Day.
That's right. Love is in the air.
Yep.
All right, folks. We're getting a little goofy here. 59-53. Comets have possession with 4:30 left, fourth quarter. This is Barlow on Harris. He'll find Grant, and he finds the lane and puts it in for two. Nice play, Comets.
The big point for the Comets right there, Jeff. As you said a couple possessions ago, the game was about to get away from them. Now it's just a 4-point game. Smith applying the defense.
Here's Harris. Not many field goals taken by him, and he'll take one and nail it.
Well, there you
He's
go.
a sophomore point guard with a 12-foot jumper. Kind of got a switch that he wanted. That's stolen away from Eli Bryant's hands by the man of the hour. That's Ireland. He's going to get up and in.
What a finish from Ireland, huh? Malachi Bryant with the foul.
There's a technical foul called on the floor. Boy, we got a lot going on here.
There's too much going on. I can't even say. So the entire North Eugene bench may have come out on the court, Jeff.
So Ireland drives in with his left, gets fouled, the bucket goes, the team erupts, the coach erupts. A few players go onto the floor screaming to applaud Ireland's play right in the ear of the OSAA official, who said that's enough and called an immediate technical on it. I don't know that I've ever seen that.
I'm positive I've never seen it. It wasn't over the top. It was a very nice play, and I think it received the kind of applause that you would hope your teammates would give you. And, I mean, when I looked down, I could see all the players on the sideline, and there might have been some toes hanging onto the court, but there was nothing going on the court at the time. So, I don't know. Interesting stuff, Jeff.
Well, I don't like it when somebody yells in my ear.
No, huh?
But might be part of the job as Grant misses an important free throw for the Comets. 3:48 left here, fourth quarter. Grant hits one of two. So I don't know who kind of won that. I think I'd rather be the Highlanders there and take the three versus the one. We're going to take a break here. 3:48 left in the fourth quarter. Comets trail 56-64.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
And we're back. I want to say thanks to the great sponsors here in the Rogue Valley. Helps produce these Table Rock Sports productions. Julian Grant works his way in for an important field goal. So a nice timeout from Coach Scott and a nice conversion.
Very nice take from Grant. The Comets have to now figure out a way to stop these Highlanders. Defensively, they're back in a 2-3.
So out of the game, you'll notice, is Ireland. And so Comets come out in that 2-3. Here's Fisher. He had a hot hand in the first half. Keith Gray now with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. See if they can bottle him up. They can. He still gets his way to the hoop. Big rebound by Bryant and a nice defensive stop by the Comets.
So I'd like to interview Coach Gee and ask him why he took Ireland out, Jeff.
Smith, the freshman, going to come up a bit short on that three. Battled by Grant into the hands of Gray now. 2:47 left. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Now Fisher's going to cross the half court up to Robinson. 6-point lead for the Highlanders.
Highlanders showing patience, showing that they're willing to burn as much clock as they can.
Coach Key with that technical is on his bottom on the bench, as that's a requirement here as Fisher nails a three.
That is 5 threes from 6'6", Jack Fisher.
Backbreaker, not
Zach
only
Fisher.
in time with the shot, with the clock, but also the three-point play.
Indeed.
Comets need to hustle now with minimal time. Malachi drives in. Rebounded by Gray. 1:59 left here. Robinson says, why not? We're up with 1:50 left. Snared down a long court pass down to Higginson. I thought he might have traveled. Ref says no. Pass to Grant now, works his way in and can't get that to go. And that may be enough to do it. A 9-point lead. Maybe not. Here's Smith with the quick steal. Now Grant with another attempt at a field goal and a timeout granted.
And Zach Fisher may have twisted his ankle on that play too, Jeff.
The left-hander coming to the bench. Looks like he's limping a bit on his left foot. It wasn't a timeout. It was a injury timeout. Highlanders, go ahead, Jason.
Nope, I was just going to repeat the score, 67-60, so a 7-point lead, and looks like we are going to take a timeout on the court now, Jeff, so we'll go ahead and do the same thing here.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever. Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back to Crater High School on this Friday night. Thanks for joining Table Rock. Whether you're here in the Rogue Valley or up north in I-5 in Lane County, glad to have you with us. Highlanders have it up 7 with 1:23 left. Fourth quarter, nearly a turnover on Robinson. Keith has it, now Gray. Clearly a fouling game here now, or pressure. Harris has it. Still no foul.
Yep, I'm thinking the Comets have to get a foul in here soon, unless they've got designated who they're planning on fouling.
I'd
So Higginson had the right idea. I'm not positive he was going for a foul, but at least try and slap the ball out, right?
Well, at this juncture now, please don't foul. You had all this time run off the clock. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot by Harris comes up short and touches the baseline. So Comets give up 30 seconds there for the ball and still have a chance. 51 seconds left here, fourth quarter. Timeout for Coach Blake Gee and the Highlander. That's a 30-second variety. Let's keep it right here, Jason.
Sure.
Talk a little bit about some of our great sponsors here. I do want to talk about the Rogue Valley Transportation District. They're ready to get you where you need to go. For help learning the routes, the options available for you, visit rvtd.org to learn more. Also want to mention, check out the new Sports Voice in Southern Oregon. That's Ace Sports Radio. It's AM 1300 and on the FM dial 107.9. It's streaming live at the acesportsradio.com. It's featuring 5 live NFL games a week, although we won't have that moving forward as we have the Super Bowl. That's the Ace Sports Radio. We'll reset it here, Jason. 51 seconds left. Comets have possession. They're down 7, 67-60. Barlow quickly up the right-hand side to Higginson.
The Comets are going to want to get a shot off fairly quickly. Barlow's looking for it.
Scrum, if you will, here in a battle for the rebound. And I'm not sure who the foul's on, but let's see.
We'll find out.
22, that's Malachi Barlow. Sophomore picks up his third as he was battling Robinson.
All right, so here are the Comets. They've got 34 seconds essentially on the game clock. They don't have time to try and get a shot clock violation again as Grant fouls Harris. Just 3 seconds in, 3 ticks in, if you will. That's going to put Harris at the line.
Here's an odd fact. Next game for both teams is the Ashland Grizzlies. Comets will be playing that makeup game on the road against the Grizzlies on the 11th. I think that's Tuesday. And the Highlanders will host the Grizzlies next Friday. That's Valentine's Day on your calendar, folks. Harris hits his first.
And his second. That's a 69-60 lead, and that'll about do it.
Higginson can't get the three-point to go. It's rebounded by Gray, and the foul's going to be on him for swinging his elbow, and he's in wonderment here. And Coach Blake Gee is just like, hey, just chill. It's cool. We're up 69-60. It don't matter. Let's hop on the bus, head up I-5.
Right. Fire up the bus, get some pizzas. Everything's going to be okay.
What's that burger place everybody likes to go?
Well, you talking about In-N-Out Burger?
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have one in Eugene.
I don't think they have one in Eugene. They do have one in Roseburg.
There you go. Eli Bryant can't get the three to go. 12 seconds left.
That's a great idea, Jeff. I think I'm going to stop at In-N-Out Burger on the way home.
Nice. Those of you that have been with us all night, you saw the first game on Table Rock Sports. That's the Crater Girls, the #1 team in the state. I believe their overall record now is 19-1. They're the #1 ranked team in the state, and boy, the gym was packed when I came in tonight to watch this talented girls team.
Yep, they are fun to watch. It's a fun brand of basketball.
They are the real deal, trying to get back to that state title game and win it this year under new coach Amber Lease. We'll follow them all the way right here on Table Rock. Eli Bryant with the errant three. 71-60 here as the time runs out. Hey, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. We'd like to thank Brad Eaton. He's the athletic director here at Crater High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on Table Rock Sports. Special thanks to head coach Blake Gee and Brian Scott. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be soon. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: Crater Comets 60, North Eugene Highlanders 71. It's been a special presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is a good man. His name is Joe Brett. With Jason Brewster, I'm Jeff Lang saying goodnight and thanks for watching here from Crater High School.